Okay, we're here at the LeTV booth in the Aston Martin Repeat. Is that how you say it?
The Repeat S, yes.
Excellent. And what are we seeing today?
So this is Aston Martin's IVI design concept.
Okay.
LeTV has a 6-screen, one ecosystem model in which the design language of their ecosystem is universal across all their devices. This is an extension of that system for the automotive space. So there are some, the system consists of 3 primary components. One is the IP, the instrument panel. The second is the center console. And the third is the gateway, which you can't see. The gateway is the interface between the IVI, the in-vehicle infotainment, and the vehicle. And so the gateway provides the software and security layer, the hardware and security layer that allows third-party content that is available on the LeTV ecosystem to be used in a vehicle without having it affect the safety and security of the vehicle. So let me just give you a quick demo and we can talk about some of the advantages of this approach.
Sure.
So this is your home screen. This is how the vehicle will start up. You have your 3 panes. You have your economy pane, you have your climate control, and you have your media. We can go ahead and go into a little bit more in-depth of some more climate control settings. And let me go ahead and close the windows so you can hear me a little bit better. And we'll go ahead and swipe right. We'll see some more options that you would normally see on your center console. Here are your map lights, for example, lock and trunk opening. And then this is how the IVI interfaces with the vehicle. So here you can see we can adjust the transmission mode, suspension mode, the electronic stability control, or dynamic stability control. And here's kind of the first hint of customization that we see in the vehicle. So we're going to go ahead and hit classic mode, and you see on the instrument panel we've moved to the classic Aston Martin display. And so the sport mode is a design exploration by LeTV to see what would be an appropriate interface in like a racing environment, right? If you take the car to the track. So simplified, just the information you need without too much visual clutter. And then Eco kind of tailors the interface for the future EV market space. So we see a more futuristic tile-based design. Again, these are just design explorations and demonstrations that we're getting feedback on here at CES.
And this is the first time that Aston Martin's ever been to CES, is that correct?
This is correct. Actually, this relationship with Aston Martin is quite new. We received the car 3 months ago.
Wow.
And that's when we kicked off all the hardware development that you see in this vehicle right now.
It's amazing.
So it is a little bit light on the features, and that's just because of the timeline that we had to work with. But basically, the lessons learned in this alpha hardware and the feedback that we're getting today is going to lead to the decisions we make for the beta hardware that we're going to implement for Beijing in 4 months for the Beijing Auto Show.
Wow.
So we could just go a little, just show you a little bit more. Here's just an economy pane, right, for the energy mindset that we have today.
Okay.
And again, this will be tailored for the EVs of the future and customizable, obviously, by the OEM that decides to use this hardware. So we'll go back to the home screen. Now, what is new, everything you've seen to date is available, and we see that in today's cars. But what is new is now this screen, right? This is a very common design language, something we're all familiar with, and it's the ability to add new apps to the system.
Wow.
So it's an Android base for the center console, and the LE ecosystem is built on top of that, as with all their other devices. So it allows for third-party developers to easily develop apps for the vehicles. And the way we can get away with that is because of the gateway.
Okay.
Right. So the gateway vets any request that stems from the IVI, and it filters out the erroneous or malicious requests.
Sure.
So protects the vehicle from that.
That's very important.
Yeah, and if unfortunately one of the apps crashes the IVI, which you can't stop from happening in 100% of the time,
right,
that will not affect the IP and will not affect the drivability of the car. It has a system watched off and resets.
Super important.
Yep.
And will you be showing this at the Detroit Auto Show?
No, this car will not be making it to the Detroit Auto Show.
Okay. So this is exclusive to CES.
It absolutely is.
And Beijing coming up in a few months.
And that'll be beta hardware. It'll be completely revamped by then.
Wow.
So this would be the only time you really get to see this harbor.